In this short video, we shall demonstrate how to use the vernier calipers. The vernier calipers consists of inside jaws situated at the top and outside jaws situated at the bottom. It has a vernier scale that slides over a steel scale and an extension rod at the rear for depth measure. The steel scale divides 1 centimeter into 10 parts, and the vernier scale divides 1 millimeter into 50 parts. We always look for a line that aligns itself with the steel scale. The precision is 0.002 centimeter. We start this demonstration by measuring an external diameter. And for this measurement, we require the use of the outside jaws. We open the vernier and then we enclose the cylinder between these two outside jaws. We lock the vernier and prepare to read the measurement. We start first by reading the value on the steel scale. It is the value on the left hand side of the 0 mark on the vernier, and this is 3.8 centimeters. Then we look for the aligned marks. And compose the measurement. This is the number 1. So the reading is 3.810 centimeters. We repeat the measurement by opening the jaws and locate in a position perpendicular to the previous reading. We lock the vernier to prevent changing the reading and prepare to read the measurement. We start with the value on the steel scale and this is 3.8 centimeters. Then we look for the aligned marks and we get a reading of 3.802 centimeters. We find an average and it is 3.806 centimeters. Now we measure the internal diameter of a bore. We use the inside jaws and place it inside the internal diameter. We open the jaws, lock the vernier and prepare to read. We first read the number to the left hand side of the 0 mark, which is 1.2, and then we go for the aligned marks. The reading is 1.262. We repeat the reading by taking a measurement perpendicular to the previous one. We use the inside jaws, we open them up inside the bore, we lock the vernier and read again. We have 1.2 on the steel scale and then the aligned mark give us a reading of 0.062, so the reading is 1.262 centimeters. The average internal diameter is 1.262. Now we measure the depth of the bore. For this measurement, we require the protruting rod at the very back of the vernier. We insert the rod and extend it fully to the bottom. by opening the jaws. We take it out, lock the vernier, and prepare to read as before. We first read the value on the steel scale, which is the value to the left hand side of the 0, and this reads 7.0. And then we go for the aligned mark, 0.074, so the reading is 7.074 centimeters. We repeat the measurement by inserting the extension rod again. Open the jaws until the rod reaches the bottom. And we read as before. We see 7.0 centimeters on the steel scale, an aligned mark of 0.50, so 7.050 centimeters is the measurement. Average value 7.062 centimeters. We now repeat the same measurements using a digital vernier calipers. As we can see, there is a digital display on this vernier, and so readings are quite easy and straightforward. We use the outside jaws to measure the external diameter of the copper cylinder, and we read directly 38.13 millimeters. We close the vernier and reset the reading and repeat the measurement by choosing a perpendicular location to the previous one. And here we read a 38.05 millimeters. Average diameter is 38.09 millimeters. Now we go for the internal diameter using the internal jaws. We open them up inside the bore, and here we read a 12 millimeter diameter. We repeat as usual, choosing a location perpendicular to the previous measurement, and here it is 12.59 millimeters. The average internal diameter is 12.29 millimeters. We lastly go for the depth measure using an extension rod. We open it up inside until it touches the bottom, and here we read 69.83 millimeters. We repeat the measurement at a different point. And here it reads 70.02 millimeters. The average depth is 69.92 millimeters.